Yeah, Jason, is your last name pronounced Saulnier?
You got it.
Well, I'm happy. I'm proud of myself this morning. How are you?
Now, Charlie Daniels, a very good pleasure, to be finally talking to you. And I mean, this new album, very good work you've been doing on it.
Well, thank you very much. It was a really a lot of fun to do that album. I've been a big Dylan fan for a long time, and just I guess it's in the back of my mind. It's just the idea this time had come.
Where did you get this, like the title for the album, Off the Grid Doing It, Dylan?
We were going. It was acoustic. It's the first time we've ever done an acoustic album. A whole acoustic album with every song and every instrument. And we couldn't call it unplugged, obviously. So I wanted to do something to denote the fact that it was an acoustical album. So we said, well, how about off the grid, which kind of means the same thing in a way.
And just to get started here, you pronounced my last name very correctly. I'm very impressed from Charlie
Well,
Daniels.
thank you.
Yeah, that's very good. We don't get that too often. Now,
Yeah.
you're coming to Halifax, Nova Scotia, August 1st. This is
Yeah.
a very good treat for us Nova Scotians, and I mean you're doing the little tour also with Travis Tritt. How's that
Yeah.
going for you?
Well, we actually we're not on tour with him right now. We're doing some other dates, but as far as working with Travis is concerned, we've been working together for years. It's a very good package. It's a very compatible package. People who like Travis Tritt like CDB, and people who like CDB like Travis Tritt. So it's a very compatible package and a good show.
How's touring for you? I mean, you're still doing it after all these years, and you're doing it greatly. With everything we see online, etc., DVDs, you name it.
I love touring. I just thank God I can make a living doing something I enjoy so very much. I thoroughly enjoy touring.
For this recording of Off the Grid doing it, Dylan, how was the recording process, and choosing the songs, the actual recording parts of it?
We have a studio that nobody records in but us. It's just our place. We leave it set up for the band. We can walk in about an hour. We're ready to roll. We make everything balanced out and ready to rock. And through working there so much, we're able to communicate with each other really good, which is not always the case in studios. But the point being, we're very comfortable working there. And when we go in to do, I just take the band in and we just sit down and say, hey, here's a song. Let's see how's the best way to do it. So everybody starts bouncing ideas around, and whichever ideas are the best are the ones we end up using. So it's a team effort.
And also, I'm sure with technology, it's changed throughout the years for you. And what do you think of this, change? It makes it easier, would you say?
Yeah, the technology to a big extent has made the recording process easier in a lot of ways. I don't know if it's made it better. It's certainly made it more convenient. I don't know if it's actually made it you make better records that way, but it makes it a lot easier to get them done.
Would you have like collected a lot of guitars throughout the years, to acquire,
Yeah.
some collections and stuff?
I have quite a few guitars. Yeah. I don't look at it as collecting them. I always think I get them to play because you can't play all of them at the same time. So I guess it is collecting after all.
So when you arrive in the studio, do you sometimes look at certain instruments and say, I'll take this one out of retirement for this song, let's say?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, whatever. If there's a certain part, of course, if we're looking for a certain sound, it's not just me, but the guys in the band that can, they're welcome to my guitars too. So if there's a sound we're looking for, we've got the guitars to do it with, so we'll go grab them, whatever we feel like we're a Gibson or a Fender or whatever we need to get the job done.
Now, for Charlie Daniels selecting musicianships, and selecting musicians to play on albums and on tours, how hard is it to find your right persons for this?
No, I had a hard time at all, actually. I have certain criteria for musicians I want. They have to be, somebody, literally live together out on the road. It needs to be somebody who can get along with everybody and somebody that takes pride in being in the band and is going to give me the best they've got every night, whether it be recording studio or on stage. I want your best. I expect your best. So Those are some of the criteria. I'm very easy to get along with, and I want everybody else to be.
Now let's go back, for this album. This album sounds like you. It's your style. You've acquired some, this certain distinct sound throughout the years, and you still have it, and it's fresh. This album, I have to admit, it's very good. The sound
Well,
quality
thank
and
you.
your performance level in it. What do you think when you look at it in that way, if you do?
Well, we don't, we expect all our albums to be good, and we approach them with feeling like they will be, or that we're going to stay with it until they do, become good. So we approach all our albums with high expectations. I got a very, very good band, guys that are just excellent musicians, excellent in interpreting a song and putting their part in, putting unique parts into it. So we expect them all to be that way.
For artwork, who designed this to make it as it is?
I had some ideas, and we passed it on to a graphic designer that does a lot of work with us.
Well, sure represents you well, I would say, and
Yes,
almost 2 million fans on Facebook. That should be a great accomplishment for you to feel that.
it is. I mean, I'm still kind of, I'm not really a very much of a technical person. I'm still astounded by by technology. I can put something on my Twitter page, and all of a sudden, there's somebody over in Pakistan can, see it and respond to it. It's. I came from days of dial telephones and that sort of thing, so it's all still pretty amazing to me.
And I mean, life on the road, times have changed. Now the downtime is probably not as hard, with cell phones and, iPads, etc.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Technology has made life, a lot more convenient, let's say.
Charlie Daniels, this has been such a great pleasure to talk to you. I don't want to take more of your time, but I really appreciate, you taking the time to talk to me. And this album, keep up the great work and everything you
Well,
do.
thank you.
And
I hope you come see us when we're up there.
well, I look forward to meeting you in Halifax and seeing your live performance. It's going to be great.
Okay, buddy. Thank you. God
You,
bless.
you as well.